Alright, let's talk a little bit about the equipment that I have. Now, you don't have to buy anything fancy to get started with cheese. In fact, when I first started, my first cheese was made with this. It's a regular, I think it was a 32-ounce can of tomatoes. We cut the top and bottom out. We saved the top and bottom, and that was our very first cheese press. I think we put another can of vegetables inside. You can see that one being demonstrated on our queso fresco, or it's a queso blanco recipe here. Now, from there, we graduated up to this. This is a plastic mold. This holds up to a 2-pound cheese, and what's called a follower in it. Again, you can just put a weight inside here. You can make your own press. There are all manner of ways that you can press the cheese. You press them anywhere from 30 minutes to 12 hours. We also bought this. Now this, we've only ever used once. Maybe a little bit of overkill. But this will hold up to a 6-pound cheese. Makes quite the big cheese. Now, for a mold like this, you need an actual cheese press. Now, you can make them, as I mentioned, we went out and bought one. This right here, and I'll put the link for the fellow that sells these. These are works of art right here. This guy is up in the Pacific Northwest. This is made out of either fir or ash, and I think it was $99 delivered. And this will press up to 70 or 80 pounds worth, which is enough for most of your hard cheeses. You know, the softer the cheese, the less weight you have. The harder the cheese, the more weight you have. It's all about how much liquid you're pressing out of the whey and of the curds. There's a website out there, cheesemaking.com, that has a kit, has a starter kit, and that's a good place to start. It gets you all the little things that you need. It gives you a basket, gives you some cheesecloth, it gives you the culture that you need, the rennet that you need. We'll discuss those all later. And we've used this a couple of times for that, but it's great to have it if you're making a lot of cheese. All of this equipment, we try to make cheese once a week. But if you're going to make cheese once or twice, or if you're only going to make certain types of cheese, all of this can be overkill. So don't get discouraged by seeing all of this that we have. We've bought these over the course of several months, and like I said, we make cheese quite a lot. So for us, this is what we use. But as I showed in the first video, you don't have to have this. If you're just making a simple cheese, if you're just making a soft cheese, don't worry about getting something like this. But if you want cheddar, this one right here I would highly recommend. While we're on the subject of equipment, let me show you cheesecloth. Now, originally I bought my cheesecloth in a kit from the cheesemaking.com website. Now there's two types out here. There's cheesecloth and butter muslin. Now let me show you the difference. Now this is cheesecloth. You can see the weave in it. It's very coarse, it's very open. This is great for your harder cheeses. This is butter muslin. This is what you're going to use for when you have softer cheeses that have much finer grain on the cheese than, say, the harder cheeses are. Obviously, you can use this for butter. One of the great cheeses out there to make is ricotta, however you pronounce it. One of the reasons is because you can actually make it from the leftover whey when you make other types of cheeses. First time I made it, I had a minor disaster. I'd used cheesecloth instead of butter muslin. Make sure you use butter muslin when making ricotta. Ricotta has the grain consistency of fine sand. I poured my whey through the cheesecloth and it all went down the drain. Next time around, I used butter muslin, made about a pint of ricotta cheese. So, know your cheese, know your cheesecloth. Now, best cheesecloth I have found so far is this. This is called Plyband. It's plastic cheesecloth. It has the same weave and same size holes as butter muslin. The great thing about this is how easy it is to clean. One of the problems with cheesecloth is that depending on how hard you're pressing the cheese will actually stick to the cheesecloth, and it's very difficult to get it off. You can soak it in hot water and scrub and soak and scrub and soak and scrub, or you can use Plyband. Let me show you how easy it is to clean this stuff. Well, here's the Plyband that we have left over from our cottage cheese demonstration. As you can see, it's caked in cheese. Now, this was regular cheesecloth. This would be pretty hard to clean, but let me show you how easy it is to clean this Plyband. Turn the water on. It washes right out. This stuff is phenomenal. And at $8 for 12 sheets, considering it's perfectly reusable, This stuff is well worth the investment. Look at that. Look how clean that is already. Hi everybody, welcome to another episode. I wanted to update. No, I don't like that episode. Hi everybody, I wanted to show you today a what does Jared say? In honor of my buddy Jared. Hey everybody, I wanted to update y'all on what's going on around the farm today. I am take the week off to say too much.